This introductory video illustrates how easy it is to create an embedded application using VisSim. In this example, we will blink the red and blue LEDs on a Texas Instruments F28069M Launchpad board with code automatically generated from a VisSim model. You can see the Launchpad in the lower right corner of this video. I'm pointing right now to the LEDs locations. There's a blue one and a red one that are not lit up. It's a little tough to see right now. We'll refer to the Launchpad as the target throughout this demonstration. We'll begin development of our VisSim model with the F28 configuration. So I'll begin a new model. Under Embedded, Piccolo, I select the F28X config block. Place it on the screen. First of all, make sure the CPU is set correctly. In this case, it is F28069M. And there's a variety to select from here, depending on what board you're using from Texas Instruments. The CPU speed is set at 80, which is correct. And you want to make sure you check the clock source being used is the internal oscillator. Everything else looks fine here. We'll OK. Place this block on the screen. Next, we'll add a digital output block for the red LED. This is located again under Embedded, Piccolo, Digital Output for 280X. I will right button to bring up the properties of this digital output, select it to be a digital, and specify the channel number to be 34, which is the red LED channel. Place that on the screen. I will copy this using a Control Left Shift combination button and configure my copy to be channel 39 digital, which is the blue LED. Next, I'm going to create a square wave signal to activate the LEDs. So under the Blocks menu, Signal Producer, Square Wave. Place one of these on the screen and set the frequency to 1 Hertz, which is the default. And what I'll do is I will activate the red LED directly with that square wave, and I'll negate it with a Boolean Not Operator so that the blue LED will alternate. So when the red's on, the blue's off. When the blue's on, the red's off. So at this point, the diagram's almost complete. The only thing I have left to do is specify the update time that the target will be running at. And I do that in the System Properties menu, Time Step. So I will set the time step to 0.0001 seconds, which is 10 kilohertz. And I'll set this to run for 100 seconds. You can set this to any value you want to and select Auto Restore, and it'll run forever. Okay, so at this point our model is complete, and we're going to save it so we don't lose it. As I'll save it as the red and blue LED blink. Okay, now we will instruct VisSim to automatically generate C code for this model, compile it into an out file, a .out file, download the .out file to the target, and then we'll instruct the target to start executing. And what we should see then is on the target, we should see the red and blue LEDs that I'm pointing at again begin blinking at 1 Hertz and alternating. So we do this by, first of all, selecting all of the code that is to be downloaded onto the target, going to the Tools menu, selecting Code Gen. Now the Code Gen box comes up with a result file that defaults to the name of your VisSim model.c. That's the name of the C file that's produced from this model. The result directory will default to a CG standing for CodeGen folder located in the VisSim 90 install. And at this point, Everything else looks good here. We can hit Code Gen. And Code Gen is very fast. You can view the code. Not much to see here. It's automatically generated code. And compile the code. We'll bring up a DOS window. This DOS window that you see here. And hopefully it'll complete with no errors, which it did. Press any key to continue. And I will now download this code to my target. This is the out file. Again, it's named after the VisSim model, and it's downloaded to RAM on my target. Now, as soon as I click this, we're going to bring our attention to the board and take a look at what these LEDs are doing. So I hit download, and if you look in the lower right, what you're seeing is the red and blue LEDs alternating at 1 Hz frequency. Okay, now that we have the model built, we can do a lot of things with this model. I'm going to go ahead and change the frequency to 5 Hz instead of 1 Hz. I'll then go through the same procedure of rebuilding this model. Tools, Code Gen, compile, again with no errors, and download the out file to the board. And now if you focus your attention on the lower right, you should see these 2 LEDs blinking at a 5 Hz rate and alternating. And that's all there is to it. Thank you.